first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down, and Walker has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. drive there is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point up and through. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right, and rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. 6
points go by the wayside on that one.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami set to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
5 yards remain on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Second down and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flushed out right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.